Action! Activate!
Why, Tanya Sloan? Yes, you've entered my collection. Not a bad face sculpted. Whoa! Hi, it's me, Gazbot, and this is Action Activate. And if I'm Gazbot and this is Action Activate, then with me, as always,
it is I. I am super echoing on you right now.
Are you? Interesting.
Yeah, and the intro was doing it too, but I was hoping it was just the intro. Now I'm not. Okay.
How about now? Good?
Hopefully better. Anyways, as you may have noticed, this is a part 2 video, and we look drastically different. Well, he looks drastically different than the part 1.
Okay. Oh, how did I dye my hair? Okay,
yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're doing that. We thought we could do this in one, which is impossible for us. And then other things got in the way. Like, so there's probably going to be a part 3 that may or may not follow directly, depending on what else is going on. But this is our sort of, we don't have another thing lined up in between thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
You do hear a little bunk, 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 bunk. Do you hear that?
Bonky, bonky, bonk. I may have a second ago, but I don't know anymore.
Okay. So now, for those that are just joining us or those that maybe forget or whatever, on part 1, we did our top 5 picks. You could magic wand. You didn't have to justify why Hasbro would do this. It was, this is what I want. And I will and these could change in the future, but this is what our current top 5 was, going up through, I think, Ninja Storm is when we went.
Really quick, anybody who's a fan of Dan Larson and Toy Galaxy, we're kind of basing our framework on him. So shout out, where you make a list and then you just keep updating it as time goes on. Some stuff stays, other stuff's never seen again. But this is kind of where we're going.
Right. Okay. So let me share this. Your first pick, and forgive the random pictures that I pulled up. Your first pick was Titanium.
Yes, sir.
There was also crossover where if one of us picked one the other wanted, we didn't have to double pick that.
Yeah.
So you picked Titanium. I picked Divatox.
Yep.
I feel good about both those choices.
Yeah. Mine's not. He's making it to the end. I can tell you that right now.
Then you picked King Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked Bulk and Skull. There's 2 picks. I wanted to make them a 2-pack, but that wasn't really fair. I don't know if they're going to make. Here's the weird thing. I feel like Bulk has a much better chance of making it to the end than Skull, because he was in 2 shows, and I said like he should have like a swappable head. And I'm not even talking about Hyperforce, although now that I said that out loud, well, that'll be part 3. Okay, so you had King Mondo, I had Bulk and Skull. Then you had, I think this is a little out of order, but you had Ninjor.
Yep.
I'm getting this messed up. Anyway, you had Ninjor, which again I also agree with. Ninjor is a weird one because we've had several figures of him even in modern times, but not a Lightning collection, which will probably be a deluxe.
Correct.
Then I had Rito Revolto.
Great pick.
Thank you. And then you had Zanaku, which is another one that I absolutely would have picked if you didn't. And then I think my last one, which was a surprise to me this week, is Time Force Pink. Now, here's why it's a surprise. I do like Jen. I do like Time Force. I would like a figure of this. I doubt she'd come with that gun, but that'd be awesome. I didn't remember saying that. And in my notes, it said Time Force and didn't say which character. And I'm like, I guess it would be pink. I thought I said Blue Centurion. And when he was announced, I'm like, oh, and I think I mentioned Wanting, but he didn't make the top 5, which is weird to me because, again, Dream List, and this is kind of the problem with Power Rangers figures, this kind of list. If we were doing Marvel Legends, it could be anything. There's 1,000 figures that could be made of Wolverine.
Or versions.
Versions, yeah. And so you could pick some obscure one that maybe never would get made. But theoretically, unless the line goes under, all the Rangers will be made at some point. And most of the major villains and stuff. So it behooves us to choose not Rangers. But I guess I think I wanted to pick one Ranger to just have one in there. But again, I didn't pick any Jungle Fury no, that comes later. Sorry. So yeah, I surprised myself with that being my pick. You had Ninjor, you had Zanaku, and then your final one was is it Darkonda?
Yeah.
You had 2 different modes, right?
kind of.
Like, did he
Really,
have a
only
powered up
one.
mode? What?
He had a fuse. I thought he had a fused mode, but I don't think. Maybe he had a power up that I'm forgetting, but I only remember as like of that image. Yeah, that's all I remember.
That's the one I was thinking of. So let me close that. There's my desktop. So that was last week. I made notes for this week. We're gonna go from where we left off, which the next season would be Dino Thunder, and we're gonna go to the end of the Disney era RPM, and then for part 3, we'll
see.
Neo
We'll see how quick we get through that. I have a feeling we'll get through pretty quick.
Well,
I will get through pretty quick.
I don't have notes beyond RPM.
All right. Well, keep on keeping on. I'll let you start it off since you have your notes ready.
Okay, so I think similar to last time, I'm gonna I think what we did was we mentioned our thoughts of who we might pick, but didn't really finalize until the end. Is that kind of how we did it? So for Dino Thunder, the ones that I just wrote down were Zeltrax, who was the one that's kind of like Snide. You know, he's like a little bit cooler Snide. And that's a tough one because like I kind of want a Snide. Probably not going to get both unless it's swappable figures. Mesagog, another cool one, which I feel like as villains go, he's one of my more favorite villains, like the character and the way he looks. And then, but going back to like Magic Wand, because of the chance, I feel like Mesagog we might get. Zeltrax, less likely. The one we won't get is Elsa / Principal Randall.
Yeah.
And I have a soft spot for like bad girl villains. Like I gravitate towards them, and she is no exception. So like I want all of them, but I feel like she's the one I wouldn't get. So I'd like use my power on her. But if I knew we weren't getting any of those, I'd probably say Mesagog would be the one.
I know they announced Dino Thunder Black at the last one of being in the pipeline. Honestly, the next one I'd say is Zeltrax, or even like actually okay. I will say,
and to be clear, I want Dino Thunder Black too, but again, I'm like, I know he's coming. It's a time.
As of right now, and this isn't in the final pick, I'm using the private chat for my notes so I don't forget. Okay. I'm going to use the Triassic Red Ranger as my pick.
I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
Because we both don't really like the Battleizer, but we love the Triassic Ranger.
I didn't even. That's a really good thought.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you an Ninja Steel just for thinking outside the box a little bit there.
Yeah,
that's a good pick. That's good.
Thank you. But yeah, other than that, I just want the team, and we're 1 away or 2 away, I guess. So
right. Wait, didn't Yellow's announced, isn't it?
Yellow's announced, but we haven't gotten it yet.
Okay, but we have Red,
Black's in the pipeline.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so then, and I looked at the foot soldiers. What are they called? Stingwingers? No, that's a different one.
No, I don't remember.
There were 2 different ones. There were some that looked like crazy monstery ones, which I kind of like, but I could live without. And then the other one just looked like colorful spandexy ones, which I didn't love. Okay, SPD. Should I go first?
I would say, yeah. So I'll start with SPD. Yeah. So the good news is we have almost the whole team.
Yeah.
This would probably be an exclusive, but depending on where it would be exclusive, I'm okay with it. We need Orange Ranger Boom.
Yeah, that would be my top pick as well. Absolutely. With a swappable head, so you could see that it's him. I would even take, if they want to do like a 2-pack with his like coveralls, and then just repaint another Ranger, like so that they don't have to. So you're essentially buying 2 figures with only tooling one. I'm okay with that too. Like however they want to do it is fine with me. That again, this is tough because that is my top pick. That is my top pick of what I want, but I think it's believable they might do it because it's mostly reuse.
Yeah,
I had other stuff. I mentioned Yellow, but we're gonna get Yellow. The other one I thought of, Cat.
Yeah, I thought of Cat and Nova.
But I would rather have Orange Boom over Cat, weirdly enough.
I would have, this is going to sound bad, Orange, then Nova, then Cat is my order.
I forgot about Nova.
I would want Nova only because we have a Sam already.
Yeah, I would want a Nova too. Wow, SPD's got a lot.
And that's not even including the villains.
Well, because in the villains, I would love an Emperor Grum.
Yeah.
Crybot, going back to like foot soldiers, Crybot is one that I would like, but not as much as all this stuff. And Broodwing, I would love a Broodwing.
Broodwing's cool.
he came out like that was like what, the year 2000 or something, but it looks like he came from 1975 Japan. Like he just looks so out of place in an awesome way. So
Yeah.
I just lost my notes. But if only one, then I would go. I think we were both saying Boom would be
I think
top
depending on how the back and forth goes, one of us might,
Yeah.
fall on the sword metaphorically and take the slot for Boom where the other person gets somebody else.
True. All right, you want to move on to Mystic Force?
Easy, Korag. Just
Okay. Well, I was saying
end of sentence. I need nothing else, just Korag.
I have watched not one episode, but I know what some of them look like, including Korag. Korag would be my number one choice. If I had to have a number two, if I was going to get, because I would like a Mystic Force, even if I haven't never seen this, even if I hate the season, I would want a representation. And I don't know why, but I thought green. I'd pick green. But I'm not wasting a slot on that. Korag would be, the slot.
Korag I may actively use a slot.
Okay. Well, okay. The next one.
Operation Overdrive is my favorite season.
You should lead off here.
There's a lot riding here. There's a lot. So we haven't finished it, and there's a lot going on with it. So I have two that are kind of floating in my head, and forgive me because I totally forget the name, but Heat Miser.
Moltor.
Moltor, thank you. He's one that I think is aesthetically really cool, and I like the homage to Daizujin from Mighty Morphin.
What's the homage there? I'm missing it.
He's supposed to look like Daizujin, which is why he has those horns the way he does. You're welcome.
Oh man, I never noticed that before.
I got two ninja steals on you.
Yeah. Well, the other one was sort of just like me being a nice guy, but you really got this one, man. Let me share this screen here.
Yeah, so that's one I think is cool.
So this is the character we're talking about there.
Yep.
And then that guy.
Oh, I forgot you have a figure of him too.
I do, but I would love a Lightning Collection upgrade. But yeah, it's supposed to kind of look like that helmet. Wow. And that's that's not just you saying, hey, that looks
that is intentional, yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. This guy, what is this guy's name? I want to say it's
because I believe it's a Sentai anniversary as well.
Oh, okay. Saying Camdor. I thought
Camdor would be good.
Camdor, yeah, he might. Yeah, he's higher than I.
Aesthetically, he's just great, and
he looked awesome. Yeah, I have the regular figure, which is why he wasn't high on my list. But yeah,
I wouldn't use a slot on this, but if we got a actual chrome silver
Mercury
or Mercury, sorry, that would be cool.
Mercury was the only Ranger I had on my list for the same reason. Even if he wasn't chrome, but if at least he was shiny and looked silver and not gray.
Yeah.
I had Moltor, but I would only want Moltor if I got Flurious, which was the ice one.
Snow Miser.
And again, I don't think I'd wait. Yeah, the Cold Miser. I don't think I would waste a pick on it, but a 2-pack of the two of them would be great. And I would even maybe put them out with my Christmas decorations or something.
Yeah.
But I would rather have Camdor than either one of them as far as just like a cool villain on my shelf.
Yeah, I think he's one of those that we've talked about a lot of times. Like Magnet Defender was another example we had of like, you could just hand this to somebody and be like, this is cool. What's it from?
Yeah. I want fur. I want some kind of clothy fur here, though. I don't want, if it's sculpted, it's sculpted, but I would love it if it just had a little puff of fur. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. But Overdrive, again, similar to Mystic Force, there's only so much we know because of how much we've watched. So maybe that'll change down the line. But I can tell you right now, out of my top 5, nobody from Operation Overdrive's in it just because, I gotta
Operation Overdrive is my favorite season.
I gotta take bias. I gotta take bias out of it, and I gotta just be objective.
I understand. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do that because next is Jungle Fury.
And you get the lead on this.
Jungle Fury is tough, and this is tough. A lot of seasons are like, well, I want everybody. I just want everybody. And Jungle Fury, I want everybody. And so what I did was I just wrote like, okay, forgetting about who might come out and whatever, just like the ones, if it was a thing where I wrote Casey and RJ. I want them all of them, but Casey and RJ if I can only have 2. And then I would like a Fran figure going to like civilians. And again, that's like, do I want a Fran figure more than I want a Casey figure? No. But I feel like they're gonna make a Casey figure, so I'd like a Fran in the pizza Jungle Karma pizza outfit with a pizza, like the whole thing. I also want Camille / I forget what she turned into.
Daishi.
No, I want Daishi, but Camille was the girl.
Yeah, I know. I forget her. Yeah.
I want the human form. I mean, the armored form's cool too, but like again, it's that same thing of like the bad girl, and she should come with Flip, the little fly.
Yep.
And then there's the Spirit Rangers, which again, US only. But I was trying to be realistic. Like, well, if I can only have one, I'll take Master Bat. Like, I'd want them all, but
so this is one where, like, again, we don't work for Hasbro. Sometimes we wish we do. Other times we're glad we don't. If they made the Spirit Rangers, I don't understand why they wouldn't make it a 3-pack.
I'd buy a 3-pack all day.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I don't think anybody would buy them individually.
You know what? No, people would buy them individually. What do you mean?
I think if you put all 3 in one of the slots in 3 different waves, they wouldn't do as well as if you just put them in a 3-pack.
I think people that want the Spirit Rangers want all of them. Nobody, like I put Master Bat because I'm like, I have to pick one, but like I want all of them. And if they're available either as a set or as individuals, I will get all of them. But if somebody isn't interested in collecting all of them, doesn't know Jungle Fury, whatever, and one just shows up in a wave, they may or may not get it. If there's a big box set, they might be like, I don't know who these people are, you know.
I will counter you. If they didn't put all of the Psychos individually, they're not putting the Spirit Rangers individually.
Well, I think it's crazy that they didn't put all the Psychos individually. That I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Well, so if there's a box set, yes, I'd get it. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick Master Bat. That was my pick.
I would pick.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe Master Fant.
Okay. What about the rest of Jungle Fury though? Because you didn't actually speak.
On that. RJ and Daishi.
Okay. I want Daishi too, but yeah, again, it's tough. But I realized what I should use my magic wand for is not RJ. Werewolf RJ. That
would be cool.
That's what I should use my magic wand for because they'll never make that.
No, never.
But yeah, but I want everybody.
What's after Jungle Fury? RPM. Getting gear.
Yeah.
So this one's kind of dumb.
Go ahead.
This one's kind of dumb, and I don't think they would. But if they made Lightning Collection figures of the American-only Dinosaur Rangers...
Oh, that were only figures.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. And if they made them, I think there's like a 50-50 chance I'd get it. It would depend on my mood that day or the price. Unlike the Spirit Rangers, which are actually in the show. But it would be very cool if they made them, especially if they could find a way to just like do repaints so they didn't have to do new molds or something. Yeah, I could see a lot of people liking that, especially kids that bought them when they were a kid. If they got those figures, to get like an updated version.
Yeah, I think it would be a cool one. But if I had to only pick one Ranger, I think ours is going to be the same. Actually, no, it wouldn't be the same. I think you're going to pick Ziggy, and I'm going to pick RPM Black.
Well, no. If I had to pick one Ranger, actually, it would be RPM Black.
Okay.
I kind of want them together, but I also want Gem and Gemma if they're shiny. If I could only pick one and they had Gem, I'd probably pick Gem if he was shiny. But I want to.
I would probably pick Gemma
because of the silver.
Because she's in other stuff.
Oh, Dimensions in Danger. Yeah, that's good.
Because we have the other two already, or we're going to have.
But I have met Mike Ginn or Jin.
Yeah. Which again, I understand your bias, and that's my bias.
But I wrote Gem and Gemma, Black, Green, Grinders, Venjix, Dr. K. Again, a civilian in her lab coat that could also be used in Beast Morphers. So that would be cool. Here's the other thing: Dylan's car. Let's do a little like not a HasLab $350, but just like Dylan's car. Dylan, maybe do Dylan's civilian mode with his car and make it like $100. I'd buy that.
Okay.
They won't do it.
No, never.
But again, these are Magic Wand things. Okay, so we've gone over all of that. And we are at 20 minutes. So I think we're going to stop here. Not literally right here. No, hold on. We're going to continue the conversation.
Okay.
We're not going to go to more seasons. That's what I mean. So
why?
Because we're at 20 minutes. We're going to spend another 10 minutes just paring this list down.
No, we can do all of this faster than you think.
I don't want to rush through it. I want to enjoy the discussion.
I'm enjoying the discussion. I just don't think we need a part 3.
We have all of Neo Saban, then we have Hasbro, and then we have, the movies and Hyperforce.
Okay,
And
there's
then
definitely a
comic
part.
stuff.
There's definitely a part 3. How about we go to? We can at least go to Super Mega.
We'll go 10 more minutes and see where
Okay,
that gets us. Okay,
fine, easy.
okay. But I'm
I
gonna
mean-
get your list up to make sure we get it right.
Yeah, I right here. I can start it, but I think you should. Samurai,
Yes.
are you going first or am I going first?
I think you should go first because you'll have less to say on it than I will.
True. I want a Lauren figure.
Did they make an SH figure arts of her? I feel like they did. but
Yes,
maybe
I have it. Yep, big fan.
Okay, or Kim. I would like a Lauren figure, but she wouldn't be my top. And I think for you and for a lot of people, and I don't have an issue with Lauren. Let me be clear. I like her. In the show, she was fine. I would have liked to have seen more of her. In the comics is where she shines. So I feel like the comic fans are like, Lauren. I would still buy it if it came out. Of course, I want Samurai Gold. That's a given. I have the SH figure arts, and I have like the Automorphin Mega Mode one. And that's the other thing. I'd want both. But if I'm using my magic wand, I want Samurai Gold Mega Mode because that's the one I don't think they're going to do. That's the American only. That's the cosplay I have. So that's that one. Beyond that, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah.
White,
Yes.
he's not the main villain, but he's the main villain.
Yeah.
I have a figure of him, and I can't.
Why are we blanking on the name so hard?
Well, the white villain with the sword.
Is it start with a V?
I want to say, I want to say like Vengex or something, but it's not. It's
yeah.
This is terrible content. The actor who played Wild Force Red, who plays a villain in this, who then transforms into this cursed swordsman with the white armor, and I would like a figure of him. But again, I also do have an SH figure arts of him, so it's like, I have a version, So Gold Mega Mode is my absolute
Decker.
top. Decker, thank you, Decker. Going for the individual Rangers, I would want Green. He was my favorite non-gold Ranger.
Yeah.
And Decker's the only Dayu, maybe, which was the girl the girl monster. That was a girl.
Xandred looks cool, but I'm kind of whatever. I'm biased against Xandred because of the game.
Xandred's garbage. I like Xandred is. If we were to do it like a top 5 worst villains, Xandred is on my list. I'll have to figure out where he falls exactly, but he will be a contender for sure.
And Master Vile.
Master Vile. No, Master Vile is not great, but I don't know.
Anyways,
Xandred and Octoroo. Well, Octoroo was fine. Like, he was what he was. But Decker was the villain. Decker was the story, and Dayu was the story. And Dayu, I don't like Decker looks cool. Dayu wasn't like, oh my gosh, she looks so awesome. But from a story point of view, she was more significant. Like, Decker and Dayu together makes sense to me. So yeah, I guess Decker, Dayu, Lauren, Gold Mega Mode. Yeah, that's a toughie.
Yeah, any of the Mega Modes I think would be cool. Obviously, your bias
Shogun would be cool too.
Shogun would be cool. Shogun Red. Let's see. Let me put that.
And then the Master Fox. They had the red one where he had the the shark saber. Didn't love the shark saber, but that was still a cool look.
Yeah.
Was it green? But yeah, I think that's it for Samurai, right?
Yeah. And then going on to Mega Force, having not finished it, I just want Robonite.
Yeah, I also want a Robonite. They did make an SH figure arts, but they didn't make the rest of the team, and I never got it, but I hear it's like janky and falls apart.
I heard it's fragile. I still have mine in the box.
Oh,
I haven't.
Was it new or used when you got it?
I believe it's new, which is why it's still in the box.
Okay. Robonite would be the pick. Other than that, I would probably go black or blue in terms of which, if I was only gonna have one character, it'd be black or blue. I think I kind of prefer the character of blue a little bit, but I think black has the coolest looking costume.
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer the character of black than I do blue. Nothing against blue, but
I think early on I liked black better. He has kind of an Adam Sandler vibe, kind of like a funny, sarcastic guy. But I think blue had possibly the most character development, which isn't saying a lot. But like there was a couple art like Billy, like where he's like, well, I thought I was a nerd, but I can do it, you know. And like so, I appreciated that, and that's I guess more of a credit to the writing than anything else. But no, but Robo Knight would be the top pick. I'm trying to think who the villain, because they had so many villains between Megaforce and Super Megaforce.
Wasn't it Vector?
Vengic? No. Hold on.
Vicar.
There was General the Moth guy that Campbell played.
Yeah, there was Prince something.
Well, no, but I think that came later because there was like originally there was the alien invasion and then there was the robots. Or am I getting that backwards?
I think it was the opposite. I think
the
invasion was after. There was
I don't think there are some villains I would want, but I don't think I would waste a magic wand. Like none of them, any that I said now would not make it till the end. So I'm not.
Mavro was one.
Who? Emperor Marvo? No, Emperor
Mavro.
Mavro. He's the one that looked like a moth, kind of.
I think
Malcor.
Yeah,
Admiral Malcor. Yeah, he's cool. I would like a figure of him. I don't think he's going to make the top 5, so I'm not stressed.
And I was right. It was Prince Vicar.
And I theoretically would want a Prince Vicar too, but again, not so much that. And there was the robot female that he was associated with that I would like her as well. But again, all of them are like, these are figures I want. I would buy them if they came out, but not, they're not going to make it to the end.
Yeah.
I said we'd go 10 minutes and I did not keep track of time.
It was about at like 20 minutes.
We're at 26, so we'll do Super Mega Force.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Super Mega Force is go ahead.
I don't want to keep picking 6 Rangers. I would love a 6th in battle armor or red.
Or what?
Or red.
What was Red's battle armor? I don't remember.
No. He didn't have battle armor, just like plain old Red Ranger, which I know you're gonna get, but like I just want him.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be happy with any of the pirate versions, but I like you. I would want Orion. It's tough too because I'm thinking like this is a team that I have all but red in SH Figure Arts already, including silver. So it's that weird thing of like, oh my god, I would love a silver. It's like, well, I have a silver.
I have one Gokaiger SH Figure Art.
What color? Red.
You're not right, but you're not wrong.
Pink.
No. Red is included in the color.
Oh, red and green, the Christmas one.
I have Gokai Christmas.
That's funny. And yeah, same kind of. Oh, you know what though? Well, this could be marketed under Super Mega Force. Some of the Sentai teams that they turn into that they say, Rangers from other dimensions or planets or however they did it. I don't remember who they turned into, but like. There's definitely some of those that would be cool to have.
I feel like Die Ranger was one of them.
I feel like Die Ranger was one. I feel like Jetman was one.
I think you're
there's
right.
some even so old, like I recognize them, but I haven't watched them.
Yeah, and they gave them weird names.
They did like Sonic Fighters or something. If they had like a 3-pack or a 5-pack of like Lost Rangers, I just buy it. Those I want, and the rest, fine, whatever, I'll take them.
Yeah, because I think like in the finale or toward the end, at one point everybody turns into a different. Like a Ranger from a different team. If they just did that, you're like, yup.
Yeah. I would. This is going to sound weird. And I don't know that I'd waste a spell on this. And maybe it's just the nostalgia of the time because of the events that happened recently with him. But I would kind of like a Tommy Oliver from the Super Mega Battle where he had the facial hair and the spiky hair. And he had that. The shield that looked a little different,
that's like the fighting spirit that we have already.
Well, it's not the same as this fighting spirit.
It has the silver stripe. Oh no, they got rid of that in post.
It doesn't have the silver stripe. His civilian head would look a little different, and I remember too because originally the shield looked terrible. It looked like cheese or something. And I don't know if they recolored it digitally or whatever, but it has but it's more of a dull and more of a solid piece. And it's just interesting. And it's not even like that's my favorite version, but that is going back, not to get sentimental, but that is sort of like my reintroduction to Rangers was that time period. And so that I got that imagery is really in my head. And if I could take that off and put it on the the samurai green, if we got like that would be on my shelf exactly like that. So like,
Yeah, if they made one with a removable shield, I think
Yeah.
that's another way you could sell green again and be like, here is a specific, and it came with a master morpher maybe. Like if you had like a master morpher like that you could hold.
Master morpher came later.
Yeah, I'm killing two birds with one stone here.
Hasbro doesn't want to do that.
Hasbro doesn't want to sell a Green Ranger again.
They do want to sell Green Ranger again. They want to sell Master Morpher Tommy Oliver, and they want to sell Super Mega Battle Tommy Oliver. They don't want to sell Super Mega Battle Tommy Oliver with Master Morpher. They want you to buy the same exact figure with the Master Morpher.
Whatever. Well, right at the 30 minutes, that's where we finished that. So before we do our recap, so looking ahead at part 3, we're going to do the Dino Charges.
Dino Charge up through
Dino Charge, Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers, Dino Fury, Hyperforce, comics, movies.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. So I'm going to close this, and then we got to do our final top 5. Let's do our final top 5 from this before we try to reincorporate it to the other.
Ignore the private chat. That's just my notes.
That's fine.
Okay, so are we going same order or no particular order?
What I was going to do is just try to figure. Yeah, you start however you want to do it.
I'm gonna start strong. Titanium stays.
No,
he is
no, dude, no.
What?
I said first. No, you can keep Titanium, but that's not what I'm talking about. I said first. Let's take all the new stuff and cut it down to 5 before we incorporate it with the other stuff.
Oh, got it. All right.
Make it a little easier to then, yeah.
Then the first thing I will put for this 5 is Triassic.
Okay. I'm going to quickly look down my list. Okay. SPD Orange is a strong contender for number 1. KC Werewolf. I mean, RJ Werewolf. That's my number 1. That's my number 1. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Daishi as my. This is in no particular order for me. I'm just picking these 5 right now.
Me too. So, I'm just going down the list and
yeah, Daishi.
Okay, I'm not making notes for you, so you make a note of that. That's awesome because that's just another Jungle Fury that I don't have to worry about. Oh, Gold Mega Mode Samurai. That's my number 2.
Lauren Red Ranger.
Nice. I will do Robo Knight.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
gonna get harder after this.
Dino RPM Ranger. I'm just putting I'm gonna go with T-Rex if I only get to pick one, but there were 3.
Okay. I think we're both playing chicken on the SPD Orange.
Yeah, we are.
Because I was almost gonna pick that first. I'm like, no, wait, he'll pick it. Okay. Let me see here. Dino Thunder SPD. With like a Broodwing. Okay, Mystic, Operation Overdrive.
This is your last one.
No, I've only picked 3.
Okay. I've picked
Werewolf, RJ, Gold Mega Mode, Robo Knight.
Okay. I thought you picked.
You should
4.
only have 3 too.
I have 4.
Who do you have?
I have I went first.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to do another Jungle Fury. If I could pick Dylan's car, I would pick that. Is that allowed? No.
If you want a magic wand, Dylan's car
with civilian Dylan, like a vehicle pack, like we got. With,
I'm not going to yuck your yum, man, but do what you want, I guess. You're putting a lot of faith that I pick orange.
No, because I'd rather have civilian Dylan in his car than orange.
Wow, really? You can kickback that, dude. You can find something else for it.
I'm also a big Road Warrior fan, so this is like Road Warrior.
Yes, it's easy to get.
You're just mad because you're now realizing you're gonna have to pick card.
No, it has nothing to do with
I
that.
could
I'm like,
pick this and still pick orange with my last pick. If I want.
I'm more upset that you're like, I want just this random card that's not even really Power Rangers. Like, it's just very Mad Maxy, so I'm going to
No, but it also
shoehorn it into
comes
my
with
Power
William
Rangers thing.
Dillon with his leather jacket.
Well, whatever. You can put it. When we get RPM Black, you can take that head off and put it on a leather jacket. Marvel Legend you have. You can put it on whoever. You can put it on Cyclops, man.
I was not 100% convinced this was my choice. But now out of spite, I have to stick with it.
I know. It's a lost cause. It was a lost cause.
You definitely backed me in a corner, and now I'm sticking with it. So there we go. Boom. Done. Great. What's your final pick?
I know this is a rough one.
I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm not going to pick Boom.
I hate your game of chicken with me.
Oh, no. This is not a bluff. I know who my final pick is going to be.
See, it's full transparency. I'm torn because would I rather have Boom or Silver with the battle armor from Megaforce or for Super Megaforce?
I understand that. Silver with the battle armor exists as a retail figure.
I'll pick Boom. Just go.
Yes. You're gonna hate my last pick, Fran from Jungle Fury with the Jungle Karma.
You're the worst. I hate it.
Well, because it's my own personal pick.
I don't care. You don't justify your garbage pick to me.
Okay, so now, do you want to incorporate these right now, or do you want to wait until we do all?
No, it's an ever-changing list, so we got to incorporate them now.
Okay,
the only thing I asked for, can you give me a quick rundown of mine? It was titanium.
Hold on, I'll have to open up something different real quick.
King Mondo.
King Mondo is correct.
I just don't remember what I picked and what you picked because a lot of them overlapped.
Okay. This is what you picked: Titanium, King Mondo, Zanaku, Darkonda, and Ninjor.
God, what a list!
Yeah, and here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna consolidate our own lists, and then we have one more chance to revise because, if I took off one or you took off one, they were like, "Oh no, I got to put that back."
Mm-hmm.
This is unintentionally becoming like a weird game of poker.
It is. For stuff that's meaningless and has no bearing on what's actually coming out. But to us, we're like, if I don't pick it, it'll never get made.
Right.
If my hypothetical isn't put out in the ether, it's never going to be.
Right. I gotta erase all this stuff that I didn't pick.
Oh, too funny. And that's the thing too, is part of the reason, at least for me, I'll just talk about my thought process out loud. Is I feel like we don't get enough villains that aren't from MMPR. So part of me is I want to put them on this list because maybe that wouldn't be a thing. But I'm also you know what else is cool? Battle modes that we don't get all the time.
Because we had talked about that, like battle modes for In Space or somebody else.
I think full on battleizers should be an honorary mention. What would be the one you would do? I think we could do that in part 3, just because for this, I don't think it's worth a full slot because all of these, in my opinion, outside of the random dumb car one you did, are all just figures you could just single pack.
If I'm not allowed to pick a car, I will make another choice.
Yeah, don't do the car. I'm vetoing it.
Okay, if you were saying I think that's a dumb choice, I'm allowed to have a dumb choice. But if you're saying no, that's not.
It's the only one that doesn't fall in line with the other picks we have.
Okay, let me revisit my list real quick and pick another one.
You can take Boom back if you want. Just kidding.
No, you picked him. I don't have to.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I'm tempted to do Super Mega Force Green, but I'm not going to because I have other green. I don't need to do that. If I'm being real, I would say Casey because I gotta have a Casey, but I do have 2 versions of Casey already, 3 maybe. So it's also that thing of I know it's coming out and whatever. Let's go. I'm leaning towards Broodwing, to be honest.
I mean, I prefer anything you pick over that car.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Broodwing for expediency's sake.
Okay. I have 2 of my updated list right now.
Okay. Who are we losing?
I'm not there yet. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, wait, what do you mean? Oh, you have 2 that you want to add to the list.
No. My final 5 that is everybody we've talked about so far is 2 out of 5.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So I'm going to see. Okay, I'm trying to combine the lists here. Yeah, I think Skull's gonna go from mine. Okay, so
God! There's so many good ones that are not on it. Oh, this is painful, dude. Oh my god! I hate this.
And we're not even done. We're not even done. I feel like it's gonna get harder for you, especially.
You know what? You know what? I'm editing again.
Okay. What does that mean?
Because I have faith that he's coming out, so I'm taking somebody off.
Okay. I'm looking at my 10 now. I'm thinking, okay. I want this. I got 1.
This is so stressful.
Okay, got 2.
All right.
3. You got yours?
I got my 5.
Okay, give me a second. I got 4. Oh, this is where it gets tough. No. I might make a unexpected. Oh, this is tough. I'll tell you the 2 that I'm between for my 5th slot.
Yeah.
Is Fran and Broodwing for completely different reasons. And you're like, pick Broodwing, idiot. Which makes me want to pick Fran.
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, I'm right.
I'm kind of in my head now, and I've edited this list 3 times now.
Okay, I have mine.
Okay, let me do my final edit in a sec. Like for me, when you said like I have 3 versions of Casey, I'm like, some of these people I technically have something of.
Yes,
but is that enough to carry me through?
Well, and it's the difference between like, yeah, I have a Super Mega Force. Well, I have a Gokaiger Orion, let's say, and I love that figure, but it's SH Figure Arts, which doesn't continue anymore, and I have a small collection of. I would kind of rather have one that I could put in my Lightning collection. But like you said, or a figure that doesn't exist and won't exist, possibly. You keep thinking I'm going to do my top 5. Can you multitask that so that
we're going to go 1 for 1 again?
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'll give my number 1, not again in any particular order, but because I already spoiled it, Fran from Jungle Fury, and I'll tell you why. I was looking at her in Broodwing, and I'm like, Broodwing would be a cooler figure. Broodwing is a cool monster. It's a great design. Other people besides me would want it. It would look good on my shelf. But I guess I'd put him near my SPD or like with the villains, and he just sort of goes somewhere. Eventually, I want to have all of Jungle Fury together as a team, and she's part of that team. So I would put her right next to them, even in civilian mode. And I'm like, that's how I'd want it on my shelf. It's such an easy. I wouldn't miss Broodwing. I would miss Fran. And that's why I decided. It's an emotional pick, but that's why I picked her.
I, too, have an emotional pick. Titanium's going nowhere off this list.
Fair enough. And I like that, too. Because while I'm sure you don't care about Fran, I would like a Titanium Ranger.
Yeah, Titanium, we both have the same Super Legends, I believe was the line. Mm-hmm. And he fits in, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And he looks phenomenal.
He looks like
he looks like an SH Figure Art with like basic figure articulation.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
Which means I just want an even hopefully better Lightning collection.
Yes.
With both weapon modes.
Like a changeable, or do you want both weapons? Both. I'd rather have both weapons.
Yes.
Yeah. My second pick, another one that's mainly for me, but I think more people like than Fran, is Werewolf RJ. Again, I want RJ, but I feel like they'll make an RJ. And if they don't, I have 2 versions of RJ. So Werewolf, and I also love werewolves, for those that don't know. So like a Werewolf Power Ranger figure doesn't get any better than that for me.
I still remember this nightmare that I had when I was a child of this villain. It's one of the few dreams I still remember. And Dark Honda is my pick. That guy doesn't have a good figure that I'm happy with, and he needs a full-on, even if it's a deluxe.
So far, 2 of yours are from your original list.
Correct.
So far, both of mine are from my new list.
Yep.
Okay, so my third pick, also from my new list, Gold Samurai Mega Mode.
Yep. Easy.
And I want it to be chrome, but I'd settle for it being gold. I do not want it to be orange or tan. I'm so sick of that.
Yeah. Keeping with my original list.
Yes.
And also a villain, We need Zanaku. We need a good Zanaku.
You know what? Maybe I'll put my Jungle Fury display next to my Wild Force and have Zanaku right next to Wild. I just made myself sad. I literally was thinking about this like it was going to happen. And I'm like, I'll put my Zanaku next to my Werewolf RJ. Because we're not talking about pipeline reveals. We're not talking about things that are coming up for pre-order. This is Fantasyland. But I literally, for a minute, believed
you can get a werewolf figure that you could turn into RJ with a little bit of elbow grease.
One could. I'm not much of a customizer. Sorry. But no, I convinced, I believed the lie that we were made. It wasn't even whatever. Anyway. Yeah, but Zanaku absolutely would be on my list too. So I'm glad you picked him. So my fourth pick is from my original list. And I would like Bulk and Skull, but if I got to pick one, it's Bulk because the Samurai connection. And so I'll pick Bulk.
Okay. New to this list and one that I want for a plethora of reasons. Orange Ranger Boom.
And I'm happy with that too.
Yeah, and I'm so frustrated about two of your garbage picks.
Wait, I know you. Okay, you think Fran is a garbage pick?
Yes.
Right? And who's the other garbage pick?
I don't love Werewolf RJ.
But I understand what you're saying, but the fact that they're from my favorite season, it's not like, well, I just thought, Fran is like alpha to me. You know what I mean? Like she's important.
I would rather help you figure out how to kit bash Werewolf RJ than have that slot be taken.
I understand that, but anyway.
Meanwhile, you're like, you know what sounds good? Titanium, Orange Ranger Boom, Zanaku. Look at these bangers we both get.
Yeah, they're good ones. The last one you're going to be mediocre on, but it's Divatox. I gotta have me a good Divatox figure.
I think that's totally reasonable. I'm not lukewarm on it, but like I would get her. It's just a matter of like she's not my number one. Like, but I think it would be cool to have her and Rita and Astronema.
Like the Axis of Evil or whatever they called it. What did they call it? Not the Axis.
Alliance of Evil.
Alliance of Evil. Yeah, Axis of Evil was a real thing.
Yeah.
So what was the? Okay, you did Titanium, Zanaku, Darkonda. What was the new one? Oh,
Orange
Boom.
Ranger.
Okay. And then what's
this last pick has changed a good 4 times.
Okay, what is
and a part of me wanted to keep somebody from the old list, and then I deleted it and put somebody from the new list, and then I put somebody different from the new list, and finally, right now, I don't even have it typed out, but my final pick from the new list will be Triassic Red Ranger.
Okay, Triassic Red.
It's not a battle mode. It's just a different repaint and helmet with a shield that turns into a sword. And we don't have any other this is more for myself. We don't have any other version, and that's what I'm going to go with. Connor's not my favorite Red Ranger, but so much aesthetic from that season is just awesome, and that's one of the things that like
I agree with everything you're saying. I'm looking at your list. So the ones that we, not including the new ones, but the ones we lost are King Mondo and Ninjor. King Mondo I could let go. Ninjor I'd really like, but not necessarily more than any of the ones I said. So
the like retro Ninjor that they came out with is fine for me.
Yeah, that's my thought too. He's not ideal, but I can make it work. So the chance to re-edit, I'm not going to re-edit. I'm good with your choices with the ones I made. Do you want to re-edit after having seen my choices, or the things I got rid of? You could.
I want to re-edit your list, but my list.
That's not how that works. Okay, so I'm going to make an explosion right here for the final 10 as of part 2. That's a countdown. Here's an explosion. All right. Fran from Jungle Fury. Werewolf RJ from Jungle Fury. Gold Mega Mode from Samurai. Divatox from Turbo. Bulk from Mighty Morphin / Samurai. Then we have
Titanium from Lightspeed. Darkonda from In Space. Orange Ranger Boom from SPD, Zanaku from Wild Force, Triassic Red Ranger from Dino Thunder.
So it is written, so it shall be done. Then we'll do part 3, and it'll be re-edited again. And then, you know what I might do? I don't know if I said this to you offline, but I feel like most of our content is not like clickbaity, is not user-friendly. It's like the people that watch it like it, but we're just not the guys that people are interested in watching. But I think this type of video usually does well. Not when it's 3 videos that are close to an hour long each, but but usually it's like, here's the top 10 they should make, and it's like 10 minutes. So maybe I will either edit these, or maybe when we're all done, you and me, just as an experiment, we'll do like a short version where like, here they are and here's why, and then put up a list and make it be like a 7-minute video and just see if that does well.
I'm down for that.
What's coming next? Coming next is another 45-minute video for part 3.
Oh, it's gonna be when I get to talk about the movies and the comics, we're off the rails again.
You're gonna have, I think you're gonna have a harder time next time than
I'm gonna have the hardest time.
Yeah.
This wasn't even like my hard one, and this was rough.
I think this was my hardest.
I need to take a picture of this so I remember my notes for next time we do this video.
All right. But until next time, I've been Gazbot.
Still the big dog.
And
to the power.
See you credits.
I'm getting
to do everything today.
Feedback from you. It is doubling up.
What?
I'm hearing like slightly off like the music, and then it like delayed 1 second on top of it.
Well, it's the end of the show, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's what was happening in the intro, which is why I was like,
Wait, can you still hear it?
No. I think it's just picking up on your speakers, I guess.
Yeah. Here's my shirt.
I'm not revealing my shirt.
Why? What is it?
Nothing.
So...